is new.
TMZ has this story about your cousin saying that you hit him at a family function, a family funeral, or something like that. Is there any truth to those rumors?
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. You know, I didn't, you know, like me. I after my cousin and both of my brothers and you know, just my uncle and just going to countless funerals. Growing up in my family, ain't never been like a real family. They fight at every single funeral I ever been to.
Right. That happened at my uncle's funeral, yo.
So, you know, my aunt calls me, you know, to go to the hospital to see my cousin. And I really want to see my cousin. She's dying. She's on her deathbed. I don't want to be around these people because I know how they are. They're cruel, and and now I'm game, and I already know what the motivation is. Their motivation is money. And that was Saturday. As soon as Monday morning came, it was like my phone just was going off the hook, and everybody's calling, asking for money, and, you know, just asked me to pay for the whole funeral, you know, which I didn't have no problem doing, but that's not my, you know, it's not really not my obligation. My aunt should have had insurance. My cousin was sick for a long time, and I just felt like they was trying to play me out of 17 grand. So I was like, you know what, you know, I talked to my mom about it. My mom said, you know, you should pay for the casket and the flowers if you want to do anything, but they rejected that because they wanted me to pay for the whole thing so they could get into my loot. And 2 days prior to this funeral, my cousin, you know, Kirky, he's already got his crib homies at the funeral, and, you know, he called my brother Face and asked him would it jump in if him and his homies picked me up at the funeral. So he's already plotting on me, and when I get there, I'm thinking that the funeral and the death of his sister would calm all that.
Right.
When I see him, I shake his hand, and I go sit down, I tell him I love him, and then after the funeral, you know, he's a pallbearer. He's supposed to be carrying my cousin to, you know, to the hearse and getting her to the, you know, to the cemetery so she can go on the ground, but he coming at me, pulling at me, and the first thing he said was, "Hey, homie, what's up with that cheese?" I'm like, what? What's up with that cheese? And then he like, you the game, right? You supposed to be big rapper. Why you ain't pay for the whole funeral, cuz, and all this? And so I'm like, you tripping, dude. That ain't my obligation, homie. I got a family, my kids, my sister died, homie. You don't got to put in no cheese, no nothing. So he was like, man, you ain't my mother family, and push me. And then my reaction was just, you know, to do what I do and do what anybody would do in that situation. And the whole family jumped in. It was just like a royal rumble. But you know, I had no idea that they was going to, you know, go to the police, and I didn't bring no
backup or
no weapons, and then I'm like, I'm trying to see my cousin in the ground, man.
You just want to pay your respects.
Man, it's crazy that you know, man, more money, more problems, man. And your family, my family is now my worst enemy. I hate them more than I hate 50, man.
Do you generally just hate 50?
Nah, I don't genuinely hate him, but I hate him for the things that he's done to try to take food out my kid's mouth and try to render me helpless in hip-hop. He tried to Ja Rule me. Couldn't do it, though. So I don't hate him like I drive by, I put a gun in his throat and blow his brains out, but I hate him like just for what the things that he tried to do to myself, Young Buck, and the same things he's going to do to Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo if they go the other way. 50 is just an unhappy individual, and no matter how much money he gets, how much vitamin water he drink, how much steroids he take, or how much deodorant he sell, he ain't never gonna be happy, man.
Now, you made a prediction that Young Buck would be leaving the unit. Any other predictions with the whole unit? Do you think Yayo or Lloyd Banks are unhappy, going to leave the unit soon?
Nah, I think Lloyd Banks will end up being the next member, but Yayo gonna stick it out with his boyfriend forever, man.